You may have heard this popular Sandy Hook conspiracy theory video on YouTube has over 10 million views and has made all sorts of wild allegations. And so the people are wondering, why would he be smirking and laughing? Okay, well, obviously, these people just don't know anything about the grieving process. Maybe these people, I assume, are largely just teenagers who have never lost a friend or a family member, because they don't know about the grieving process or the nervous energy. And you people are morons, shameful, and slanderous. This is slander and defamation. The Sandy Hook truthers have been harassing and defaming the victims' families. Okay, I'm going to try to calmly do this. But these nutcases have pissed me off so bad because of their just insane allegations, their slander, their harassment. So let me continue here. Point by point, I'm going to clear up your mental illness, you freaking insane lunatics. Okay, let me just continue. Look at this. Lynn McDonald smiles about her alleged daughter's murder. Yeah, just daughter was just allegedly murdered. Yeah. And the morons in the Sandy Hook truther videos say that she doesn't look like a grieving parent because she's smiling and laughing, and they think that that's strange. Maybe these crackpot Sandy Hook truthers, these teenagers that make these videos that are just so stupid, you obviously have never maybe been to a funeral. You've never lost anybody. This is shameful. And now you have slandered and defamed this woman. Poor woman loses her daughter in one of the biggest tragedies in the country. And then you defame her saying she's laughing. I hope she sues you. This is a perfect. I hope Robbie Parker sues these people for defamation. You have. Or let me just continue here calmly. I'm trying to calmly. You freaking morons. Okay. Let me just continue here. And so what these morons are saying is that, yeah, I guess the CIA was so smart to be able to orchestrate this and have multiple shooters, and nobody saw videotape of the multiple shooters and everything. I'm going to get to the multiple shooters thing here in just a minute. You bastards have slandered this poor little girl and ruined her memory. When her family goes and searches on YouTube for her, this is what they find. I hope they sue you for slander and defamation. You bastards. You absolute idiots. We're just asking questions, Mark. We're just asking questions. No, you are. Okay, let me just stop with the insults. We'll stick with the factual debunking here. Let me just catch my breath here. Okay, so the man in the camouflage pants, the supposed second shooter. See, in every one of these mass shootings, the conspiracy crackpots like the king of conspiracy, Alex Jones, always say there's multiple shooters, or there could be multiple shooters. There's reports of multiple shooters. The Sikh temple shooting, the Batman shooting in Colorado, this shooting. Okay, let me just break it down for you, a little common sense and police investigation work here. Every mass shooting, there's usually initial reports of multiple shooters because multiple people are calling 911. And the shooter is going from area to area. And so when they're trying to piece together the investigation and piece together the facts, sometimes they don't know if it's a multiple shooter. But I guess the CIA is so smart to just cover that up every single time. Yeah, multiple. So there was a guy out in the woods with camouflage pants. And he was taken into custody and put into the front seat of a police car. And so people are thinking that's suspicious that, he was wearing camo, he's out there. Why is he in the front seat? Why is he in the front seat of the police car? Well, if you morons would have, done some investigations and, you could check on the police radio that it was Chris Manfredonia, a father of one of the children, who was coming to the school to help out with a class project. Okay? And then when he was taken into custody, the reason why he was put in the front seat of the car is because they realized that he was cleared and he was a father of the student, and they realized, they ran him and said, oh, well, he didn't have any weapons. Yeah, wait, why was he wearing camouflage? Okay, well, if you live in the Midwest or in the East, in some of these rural areas, people wear camouflage. You could just check the police scanners and you could see that that was actually Chris Macedonia. I guess it's just a big conspiracy. I guess they just took him into custody and then put him in the front seat of the cop car and just forgot all about that. Yeah. How come there's no footage of the bodies? How come there's no pictures and footage, videotape of the Adam Lanza running around the school shooting the kids? You think they're gonna release photos? This should be a little too sensitive, don't you think? I mean, there's some Sandy Hook truthers which say it just didn't even happen. It just never even happened. How do you know it never even? How do you people even hold down a job? I mean, seriously, how can you even hold down a job? You're that mentally ill. Okay, the shotgun in the car. I'm bouncing around a little bit here. Hold on. Let me step back. Gene Rose and this guy. Oh yeah, he's another actor too. No, you morons. I hope that these people just sue your asses. You stupid morons. Oh no, wait. The gun inconsistencies. This one was interesting at first, and then it was suspicious, but instead of jumping to conclusions, I just did some investigating with an open mind and then discovered the truth. Okay? So, people were reporting, they're reporting that Adam Lanza had 2 handguns and an assault rifle on him, but that all of the victims were killed with the assault rifle. Okay? But then this footage came out showing police taking a long gun out of his trunk. See that? That's a police officer with a long gun. And so they're like, wait a minute, they're lying. He used the handgun to kill all the kids, not the AR-15 or the assault rifle, the supposed assault rifle. I don't even like the term assault rifle, but the rifle. So they're saying, well, they're lying about that to try to demonize assault rifles. Okay, which seemed like a fairly legitimate criticism, so I did some investigating, and here you go. This is not the assault rifle. That's a shotgun. Okay, he had a shotgun in the trunk. Look at him. Watch him pump you can see this. See that? That is a shotgun. He's pumping the shotgun shells out. Look at that. That is not a rifle. That's not an AR-15. It's a frickin' shotgun. Okay? So he did have the assault rifle, or the rifle, I don't like the term assault rifle, with him. Okay, so this was this was interesting. We couldn't put it past him lying and saying that it was an assault rifle when it wasn't an assault rifle. But he had a shotgun in the trunk that he did not bring in. That's clearly a shotgun. And if you don't think it is, you're a moron or you don't know anything about guns. All right? Okay, quite simply here, if you put down your water bong and think for a second, and I'm not dissing cannabis users. I'm just saying, sometimes you smoke a little bit too much weed and you just kind of lose touch with the realities. You just sober up sometimes. I can see having questions, but you morons, you Sandy Hook truthers, you largely just teenagers, you pot smoking teenagers living in your mother's basement. I mean, I'm being very serious. I've listened to some of the videos, and the voices I can tell are like prepubescent teenagers. Or just like 14, 15-year-old boys. Okay, I'm sorry, I don't care how smart and intelligent you are if you're a teenager. I don't care how great of a family you come from, what school you went to, how educated you are. You're under 25 years old. You don't know anything about the way the world works. Okay, this is a man's game. You stupid teenagers that are making these videos, it's like conspiracy crossword for you, isn't it? Okay, let me continue. The medical examiner's bizarre mannerisms. Okay? The medical examiner has some strange mannerisms here. No, you have no idea. I've been on live television many times, and I can tell you that every single time it produces a lot of anxiety. Okay? And I'm used to it, and I thrive on the anxiety. I love it. It's exciting. It's thrilling. Okay? You take somebody like this, just an ordinary person that's not used to the media attention, you throw a bunch of cameras in front of him, he's answering questions. He is so nervous. He has so much nervous energy going through his body. I mean, are you after the truth, Sandy Hook truthers? Or are you just trying to push your agenda? Okay, just continue. You're supposed to watch this whole video before commenting or rating it. Okay, just let this sink in. Let this information sink in, people. Now, continuing. You can see 250,000 people watched this video, and almost all of them thumbed it up. So here's what happened with this. Well, that is a map of New York City. It's a prop for the movie, you see. And in New York City, right next to New York, over there in New Jersey, there's a Sandy Hook and a Sandy Hook Bay. See this map? It's a real map. They didn't just type this map up and have a graphic designer design this map for a movie as a prop. You see, when you need a map in a movie for a prop, you get a map. And especially since Gotham is sort of modeled after New York City, they took a map of New York City, and there you can see Sandy Hook, because there's a Sandy Hook Bay in New York City. All right? Let me think here. Continuing. I'm part of a secret government program. It's all just a big conspiracy, folks. No. Nope, he was living in his mom's basement just like you Sandy Hook truthers. And I don't mean to be rude, I don't mean to ridicule you, but there comes a point when, I mean, these Sandy Hook truthers have slandered and defamed and harassed the victims. I think, I was trying to think, wow, people can't be this dumb. I mean, look at this, 10 million people watched this video. And then you read the comments and it's like, yeah, oh, we cracked it, the government's onto it, oh, no, no. So this really hurts me, because these are the people that supposedly think that they're enlightened. These are the people that think that they're part of the truth movement. You're part of the crackpot movement. You get an F in conspiracy college. An F for failure, an F for fools, an F for effing morons. So I'm trying to think, wow, how could people be this dumb? How is there that many moronic people out there? Well, I mean, Alex Jones' Kool-Aid's a big part of it too. People don't think critically. They just drink his fear-flavored Kool-Aid. But I think I've come to the conclusion that most of these Sandy Hook truther videos and a lot of the insane conspiracy theories videos are made by literally teenagers, okay, who I'm sure are stoned all the time. And again, I'm not disrespecting cannabis users, but teenagers, like I said, hell, anybody under 30 years old pretty much doesn't have a clue about the way the world works. Like I said, I don't care how good your parents are, how good of an education you've had, how early you think you started reading books and listening to Alex Crackpot Conspiracy Man Jones. These kids who make these videos are 15, 16 years old. Because, I mean, most people with a career, with a family, with a life, girlfriends, I mean, they just wouldn't waste their time and would have a better cognitive ability than to put something pathetic like this together. It's like these kids. It's like a conspiracy crossword puzzle for them. It's entertainment. It's entertainment for them. And you think that what the saddest part is that these people think that they know the truth. But the thing is, why I hate the Sandy Hook truthers so much, because they're slandering the victims' families. They're not just raising questions, okay? They're not just maybe coming to incorrect conclusions. Well, not maybe. I mean, not just jumping to incorrect, insane conclusions. In this instance, they've slandered, defamed, and harassed multiple family members in victims' families. Shameful. And I hope that they sue you for defamation. Person who made this video, yeah. No, I've never slandered or defamed anyone. I'll stand in front of court. I'll stand in front of Almighty God and defend the statements that I've made about the pop stars and all these satanic scumbags and everybody that I've criticized and ridiculed, because I know the law, I know the line, and I choose my words very carefully. But when you're, 14, 15-year-old boy smoking marijuana every day in your mom's basement and putting together Sandy Hook truther videos, you just need a life. I'm sorry. I'm really, really sorry. I'm trying to think if there's any other points. Did I miss anything? Oh, this is infighting. Mark, yeah, people accuse me often of working for the Illuminati. Man, yeah, I'm trying to hide the truth from you. I'm trying to keep you from the truth. Yeah, I got that email from my CIA handler, from my Illuminati friends. And they said, oh no, Mark, everybody's figuring out the Sandy Hook truther story, the Sandy Hook hoax. You better debunk this, man. Please help derail the truth movement. Yeah, that makes perfect sense, doesn't it? Yeah, you're not mentally ill. Yeah, you have perfect cognitive reasoning ability, don't you? You have a mental illness. And you're a child, I'm sure. Most of you are just little teenagers that you morons!